Hello everybody, so this is a small showcase of FastChapter. So with FastChapter, what you can do is you can fast track the first draft of any book that you may be writing. We know that writing that first draft can be time consuming, and all the ideas that you want to put in paper, you already have in your head. So with FastChapter, what you can do is that you can use the fastest way of communication that we have available to us, which is our speech, in order to draft out all of those chapters and ideas cleanly, right? At least the first draft, and then being able to write it all down automatically so that then you can go through and do your revisions and be able to do higher quality work faster and hopefully also better. Now, when you open FastChapter, you're going to be able to download it through two mediums. So one, you can either clone the GitHub repo accessible to us, and then from there, you're going to be able to see the Electron application. You're going to be able to clone it and download it, or you may go into releases and you're going to be able to download either the Macintosh version, which is not tested, and the Windows version, portable, and as well as the installer. Now, once you go into FastChapter, you're going to see your main bookshelf. Now, in the bookshelf, you're going to be able to create new books. It's as simple as just giving it a new name and deciding, hey, demo. When we create it, we're going to see two things. If you have used Overleaf before, or if you have used something related to LaTeX writing, this is going to seem familiar. Or Prism from OpenAI. You're going to have a writers or a writing bench where you can write the raw content of your book, and then you're going to start seeing a full compilation of your book on the right. Now you're going to be able to add chapters quickly by clicking the plus button, and you're going to be able to see how they get added, as well as the assets that you may add on the future. Now the main magic of FastChapter is the ability to record. Now, because you have to have a rough idea of what you want, the first thing we're going to click is on the start the process. Now, we're going to be able to do three things. First, we have to speak the initial outline, kind of like how we look at the table of contents, approximately, like what idea do we have of how the book is going to turn out, or at least the first draft, right? Then, you're going to go into each chapter, and for each chapter, you're going to verbally say what you want the chapter to say. Either go super specific, which I prefer, and legitimately talk for basically an hour per chapter. It's almost like if you're voicing over your the content that you want, right? And you're gonna have a really true to the core chapter first draft, right? Or you can go less explicit and in the main chapter as well mention that you want some creativity to be added if you want to have some help, right? You can also add loose notes, which is, for example, let's say that you're writing an action book or a research book, you are going to be able to add those kind of like additional set of notes that you want to add here that are not attached to anything. Now, the main magic comes through the automatic writing process. So obviously everything gets transcribed and you can give it your OpenAI API key so that it runs through the transcriptions, it automatically compiles them, and then once you're ready, and we're going to grab this testing book for example, where I spoke a couple initial kind of like words. So I did my recordings, automatically transcribes for chapter, initial outline 1 and 2. Right? And you click write the book, it's going to run through, check that you have everything, all the chapters, all the information. You click next and you let Codex run. And then what it's going to do is that it's going to go through kind of like the personalization. It's going to understand what your book is about and then chapter by chapter write it. And then a small verification that everything works fine. You can write your own templates for each of these processes, right? And allow it to convert to something more similar to what it's you as a writer. At the end, what you're going to be able to have is a quick, fast, and functional way of creating and having books really quickly and really high quality. Give it a try.